Good day everyone. Today we have the 2024 Ford Mustang GT. This is going to be a full in-depth review of the interior, exterior, and engine details of the Mustang. Once again, this is PatrickReyesTV. Let's go and start. Now, the Ford Mustang comes with the smart key access system, so you could lock and unlock the doors via this lock logo right here. So currently, the side mirrors are folded down, indicating that the doors are currently locked. So to unlock this, just put your hand behind the handle and it automatically unlocks. Now you could also start the engine via this key fob right here. So what you want to do is press the lock button and press this 2 times. And now the engine is started up. Now on the inside, you're greeted with leather inserts right here, which gives a very premium feel. You have chrome accents on the grab handle and as well as on the door handles. Now you also have your door speakers right here. You have the tweeter speaker and the door speakers right on the bottom. And here you have your Ford Mustang step sills. Now the Mustang comes with your Recaro seats, which is covered in leather. It has perforated leather right here on the middle. You have your white stitching that wraps around the whole racing seat. Now this racing seat has manual seat controls. You have your recliner, height adjustment, and your seat position control right on the middle. Now with the key fob inside the vehicle, you could start the accessories by pressing the push start button. And ignition also turns on. And to start the engine, just put your foot on the brake and push the button to start. But before we go and check out the interior, let's go and check out the exterior first by turning on the headlights. You also have automatic mode, you have fog lights, and your hazards. Now both windows are fully automatic up and down. The all-new Mustang is here, and I'm definitely excited to get my hands on this. The new Mustang is known as the S650 Ford Mustang, which is the 7th generation of the Mustang. As we all know, the Mustang has a rich history of Ford's small beginnings, dated back to the first Mustang, which was from 1965, and to now, 60 years later, with the 7th generation. The new Mustang definitely is an eye candy to many, as it boasts not just great performance but an updated exterior design that combines both the retro aspect and modern cues. Starting in the front, the first thing you notice is this aggressive grille. It's wider and more pronounced than ever, giving the Mustang a fierce, intimidating look. And these new LED headlights that are sleek and sharp, they perfectly complement the bold design of the front fascia. Ford has kept the signature Mustang emblem right in the center, a nod to its iconic heritage. The sculpted lines on the hood not only enhance the aerodynamics but also add to the car's muscular appearance. Moving to the side profile, you can really appreciate the aerodynamic silhouette of the 2024 Mustang GT. The long hood, the short rear deck, and the fastback roofline create that classic pony car look we all love. These 19-inch alloy wheels add a touch of modern sophistication. The sharp character lines running along the sides emphasize the car's dynamic stance. And check out these side mirrors. Not only do they look great, but they also house the latest in tech, which is the blind spot monitoring. Now let's talk about the rear. The 2024 Mustang GT features a redesigned rear, and that's both stylish and functional. The tri-bar LED taillights are a Mustang signature, but now they're slimmer and more streamlined. The rear diffuser and quad exhaust tips not only enhance the look, but also improve the car's performance by reducing drag. Overall, the 2024 Ford Mustang GT's exterior design is a perfect blend of tradition and innovation. Ford has managed to keep the classic Mustang spirit alive while incorporating modern design elements and cutting-edge aerodynamics. If you're a person who has been contemplating on getting a muscle car for some time now, this is the perfect time to get one. An all-new Ford Mustang ready to be driven. So, let's go and pop the hood and check out the engine. The all-new Mustang comes with the 5.0-liter TI VCT V8 gasoline engine. It produces 486 horsepower at 7,250 RPM and 567 Nm of torque at 4,850 RPM. It is mated with a 10-speed select-shift automatic transmission with manual mode. Acceleration time from 0 to 100 km per hour is at 3.7 seconds with a top speed rating of 250 km per hour. Its mixed fuel consumption rating is at 7.7 km per liter with a fuel tank capacity of 60 liters. So, let's give her a few revs and check how the engine sounds. Let's turn off the hazards. So, let's shut off the windows, check the interior. Now when you go inside, you're greeted with a 3-spoke steering wheel which has a flat bottom for that sporty feel. It is all covered in leather and you have your side extensions here for better grip. And as you can see, you also have perforated leather for that extra touch of premiumness. Steering wheel is on the firm side. And right here you have your Mustang logo right here. Paddle shifters on the back. And in here on the left side, you have your cruise controls and your different driving controls. On the right hand side, you have your selector for the gauge cluster, which we will tackle on later. Now the steering wheel could also be adjusted both telescopic and tilt. And you have your turn signal indicators right here and your wiper controls. And this one also has your automatic rain sensing wipers. Now for the gauge cluster here, it's all digital and you're controlling it with this button right here on the steering wheel. So you have a bunch of notifications right here, such as the 12 battery state of charge is low, fuel level low, and I think that's about it. But for now, you have on the display right here your trip 1. You have your duration time turned on, your average liters per 100 kilometers per hour, and your average kilometers per hour. On the left hand side, you have your tachometer right here and your speedometer on the right hand side. You also have your fuel gauge right over there, kilometers to empty, your gear indicators right here on the bottom. And on the left hand side, we have your water temperature with your degrees Celsius on the left side right here. Now let's go and check out what the gauge cluster has to offer. So first and foremost, after the trip one, you have your fuel economy right here. And on the bottom, this one is a meter depending on how you drive. So this one changes depending on how you drive, and it indicates how efficient you are on driving. And on the third part, you have your tire pressure monitoring system for all four wheels. And in here, you have your detailed temperatures for different sensors, such as the cylinder head temperature, engine oil temperature, transmission oil temperature, and the rest that you need to know. Air fuel ratio is right here as well, and your voltage. And this is the active driving assistance. So this one is for that automated driving, and you would see some cars in here that you might bump into driving, and cruise control would also activate this driving assistance right here. And on the top part, you have your ambient temperature on the outside, your source of music, and your digital compass. So I think that's about it on the gauge cluster. Now this one is your electronic parking brake, and what I like about it is that they implemented that automatic parking brakes to a traditional handbrake. So this one, for you to apply the handbrake, just pull it like so. And as you can see, handbrake is now turned on. Now for you to release the handbrake, just put your foot on the brake pedal and push this down. And it's now released. Now in here, you have your 10-speed automatic transmission with manual mode. You could shift this manually via the paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel. And once you put the gear in reverse, you would have your rear backup camera right here. You could zoom it in or zoom out. Now here on the middle, you have two cup holders and your center console with leather padding right here on the top with white stitching. Now in here, you have ambient light and your DC outlet right here on the middle. Now right here on the middle part, you have a storage space right here, probably for your wireless charging. You also have your Type-C connector right here and Type-A USB. You also have another DC outlet right here. You have your start-stop button, your My Mustang button, traction control, hazard button, favorites, front defogger, and your volume knob for the head unit. Now here you have your air conditioning vents with your carbon fiber trim that runs across through the dashboard and through the door sidings right over there. Now let's go and check out what the head unit has to offer. So first and foremost, the head unit has both the air conditioning controls and the radio. So we go with the air conditioning controls first. On the bottom, you have your temperature for the driver's side and temperature for the passenger side. So you could change the temperature for the passenger, make it at 23 degrees for the passenger, and then lowest temperature on the driver's side. So this is a dual zone climate control. You could differentiate the temperature for the passenger side through the driver's side. You could also adjust the fan speed right here. Swipe it up like so, and you get the max speed. You also have your different zones right here. So front defogger, standard, and your footwell. There you go. Now let's return to the home screen and check out what's inside the home screen. So first and foremost, we have your navigation right here on the left side. Your source of music is right here, which is currently FM, and you have your connect phone. So you could connect your phones wirelessly via Bluetooth, contact your contacts wirelessly via this head unit. On the right hand side, you have your settings. So a bunch of settings in here for you to play with. Your radio, vehicle. So you have a very similar interface with the Ford Bronco. 30 minutes max idle, rear occupant alert, key detection alert, quiet start, which is quite new in my eyes. So what's that? So quiet start minimizes exhaust noise when you start the vehicle. You can set a schedule for when you want quiet start to be turned on. So that's a neat feature for those neighbors that are not fans of loud exhausts. So you have a bunch of settings in the vehicle tab for you to play with. From windows, wipers, lighting, you name it, they have it there. So instrument cluster, this is what I would like to try and change. So you could add different tabs from trip 1 to trip 2, seatbelt status, let's turn that on, and the Mustang status. Let's see if it's now showing in here. So there's the Mustang status now, which is not shown earlier. Seatbelt indicator is in here as well. Now we also have apps in here. And you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which connects to the USB ports right here on the bottom. And we have features. So this is the other features that the head unit has. First and foremost, it has a built-in owner's manual onto the touchscreen. So you wouldn't need the actual booklet because you have the owner's manual built in right on the head unit. So you have search button, bookmarks, different languages, and your categories. So as you can see right here, general information, audio, maps, and connectivity, vehicle care and maintenance, everything in the manual is built into the head unit. Now let's try listening to some music and check how the speaker sounds. Hopefully we could get some signal in here. Now, right off the bat, the speakers sound so nice. You have three-way speakers right on this side right here. You have that tweeter speaker right there for clarity. You have that door speaker right here for that middle and bass. And this one is strictly for general speakers, meaning it has the clarity and both the bass and that speaker in there. So what's nice about this, the speakers right here is powered by the one and only Bang & Olufsen right there. So Bang & Olufsen is a very great manufacturing of car speakers, especially for Fords, and that's the reason why the speakers sound so great on the inside. Let me try one more time with that one. So there you go. Premium speakers for a premium car. Now here on the settings tab, aside from the instrument cluster that we checked earlier, you also have your sound. So you could probably arrange the tone settings, balance and fade, speed compensated volume. So this one adjusts to the volume depending on how fast you are going with the car. So if you want the volume of the speakers go down when you're at high speeds, you could adjust that automatically. And here you have your Ford Assistant. This is via the voice command. And this one has valet mode as well. So what's nice about the valet mode is that it deactivates some features which is private just for the driver to bring your car to the parking lot. And you also have software updates. You could expect Ford to give you updates for better features and better reliability with this head unit. But I suggest you do the updates through the dealers. So I think that's about it for the infotainment system right here. Now, the dashboard right here is all covered in soft touch materials which adds to that premium feel. You also have combination of premiumness via the soft touch with the carbon fiber accents that gives it a sporty feel. You also have a Mustang emblem right there on the middle of the dashboard, which is quite nice. So you have three materials on the dashboard. One is leather, one is carbon fiber, and a soft plastic touch materials on the top. Now here on the bottom, you have your glove compartment, plastic material on the inside. And on the top, you have your vanity mirror with your lights. And in here is your LED map lights. sunglass holder, and your frameless rear view mirror. Now this is where all the sensors for the automatic driving and the cruise control system is attached to. So you might want to take care of this one because this is very important for all those safety features of Ford built into this Mustang. And as you can see, this silver accents right here and chrome accents really suits the Mustang very well. It gives that premium and robust feel at the same time. Now, the Mustang has your retractable side mirrors. And as you can see right here, it has the blind spot monitoring system. So what this does, it turns orange every time a car passes by on your side that you cannot see or might not see on the side mirror. It comes in both side mirrors. There you go. So, I think we're done with the front cabin. Let's go and check out the rear seats. The Ford Mustang comes with your side curtain airbags as well, built into the Recaro seat. So for you to access the back seats, you want to recline the front seat first and pull the seats to the front. You now have access to the rear seats. Now, going inside the rear seat is quite a challenge for me because probably I'm wider than most people, but I'm inside now and legroom is not the best. It's not, well, you would expect it from a coupe, but it is here just in case you need the extra seat. Headroom is quite on the crowded side right here. As you can see, my head is now banging onto the glass, but I am still able to sit on the back. You would probably just adjust a little bit and put your head on the headrest. So I think there's nothing much going around on the back area. This is most probably be used for your storage on the back. Not unless you have kids, you could probably put them there, but for adults, it would be quite a hard time for them. Now, here you have your coat hook, which is nice. Could also use for a bag hook. And you have rear speakers on the back glass. Now here's the view of the front cockpit of the 2024 Ford Mustang GT. So as you can see, it is combined with that muscle, sporty, premium feel on the inside. So it's a combination of both luxury and sport, which is quite nice, to be honest. I really like the new interior, and I like how they put in the green gauge cluster on this one. It reminds me of the 1980s and 1970s Ford Mustang, which comes in green colors for their gauge clusters. So, let's go and check out the trunk area. So, let's open the trunk with the key fob. Now you could fold down the seats for additional storage if you need to, just like so. And you now could put long items from the back seat through the trunk. So I hope you enjoyed the full review of the all-new 2024 Ford Mustang GT. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. I am a fan of the Ford Mustang for how many years now, and now this is the new generation, and they really meticulously made this as better compared to the previous generation. So once again, congratulations to Ford for bringing the Ford Mustang GT in the Philippines. Thank you for watching this video. PatrickReyesTV signing out.